According to the UN, more than 250,000 Syrians have lost their lives in almost 5 years of armed conflict. The war turned into one of the biggest humanitarian and refugee crises of our time. Many people tried to flee and get to Europe. Noor Makhla is one of them.
I left from Aleppo 2012. I went to Turkey, and after a few months I applied for scholarship. It was from the Portuguese, and I have been accepted in that scholarship, and I moved to Portugal.
The conflict in Syria continues to be by far the biggest driver of migration, but ongoing violence in Afghanistan and Iraq, abuses in Eritrea, as well as poverty in Kosovo are also leading people to look for new lives elsewhere. Speaking at this weekend's European Youth event, Shaha Abdahi talked about how the crisis is not restricted to one single region.
Since I was a little girl, I started asking myself in the refugee camps whether that plenty of desert, that desert with almost no water to drink, was it really home, was it really my country?
The young human rights defender was born as a refugee, lived in exile with a stateless travel document. Like many others, she came to Europe with the hope to live a better life. The continuing relationship refugees like Abdahi have with possessing a passport or not is something players of the video game Papers, Please can experience by playing the role of an immigration inspector at the border checkpoint and decide who is to be let in. In real life, there is still no legal way for refugees to enter Europe. Legal immigration opportunities are necessary, says Austrian EP Vice President Ulrike Lunacek at the European Youth event.
Legal immigration opportunities have to happen if we want to save lives and don't want to create chaotic circumstances for refugees.
Lunacek criticizes the lack of solidarity in Europe and countries like her own, Austria, for trying to rebuild borders in order to prevent an uncontrollable influx instead of working on finding a common European solution.
I think it is presented as a solution because it answers questions of domestic policies inside member states very well. It is a way to respond to the opinion that the public hears from certain political leaders.
Listen, to be honest with you, there is no magical solution now for this crisis. The only solution, because all the other solutions are temporary, the only solution is stopping the war. Because people will stop coming. I know my people.
Immigration appears to be a topic that will remain on the European political agenda for years to come. However, while politicians continue to argue, more refugees and migrants continue to make the treacherous journey.